Hey guys, Adam from On Wings here. I thought today I'd do a bit of a gear tour. It's a thing I haven't really done for On Wings to date. I might have done one ages ago, but I've got a lot of gear since, and I know a lot of my fans are music gear people themselves, so I thought I would mostly show off the guitars that I have and just walk through the gear I've used for recording and production and other things. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can look at guitars instead. So I was going to start with the basses in this dark corner over here. This first one is my 5-string Yamaha RBX 375 in very red. It's probably the official term. Two massive humbucking pickups there, 2-tone, 2-volume controls, if I'm not mistaken. This thing's a monster. It requires 9-volt battery for pickup power, but really sick. Gets really gnarly tones out of it. To the left is a Cort GB34A, if I'm not mistaken. Just 4-string variety of bass. Down here you'll see the single coil pickup there with the humbucker in the bridge position. The treble and bass shaping knobs, I think, are there. I can't remember, I haven't used it in a while. And the two other tone knobs there as well. Really good budget 4-string, sounds really good actually, on a really good price. So if you're in the market, check that out for sure. We may as well keep going across here. These aren't particularly interesting guitars. Whoa, backlit. I'll go in close. This is just a cheapie Ibanez acoustic guitar that I bought when I had no other guitars to play and I needed one badly. And then to the left is a Maton EM225, which I desperately need to get set up properly. Really nice guitar actually, if I Maton. It's the M225 model, but it's got a little preamp on the side here. Yeah, Maton is an Australian guitar company based in Queensland, I think. So that's a very gorgeous guitar. I need to just get it set up properly, get it the saddles redone and other things. It's a little orange practice amp there, just a little 15-watt. And then a few pedals that I use from time to time. Sorry about the mess. I am actually recording with this at the moment. So Boss NS2 noise suppressor. Then down here I've got Line 6 DL4, which is really cool to use, even though I mostly record in the box, because it's got some really cool effects. And just having knobs here to tweak and muck around with a very cool TU3, don't really use it much. And the Ditto Looper, which I use a lot for just mucking around when I just feel like practicing something or have an idea. And most recently used for the interim video series that I started, and I will hopefully do a lot more of. Fear not, many more guitars. I set the rest of them up on my couch so I can go through them easily. Start from the left. This first one is my 7-string Pride and Joy. It's a Grote, which I think is a Chinese guitar company. I've written a blog about this guitar. It's actually really freaking awesome, and I like it a lot. It is a hollow body, as you can see there through the F holes. This guitar plays really well, very comfortable, thinnish, more of a thin profile neck. I don't know if you can really tell from there. But it plays really well, sounds really awesome. In the bridge position, I've got a bare knuckle Cold Sweat. And then in the neck, I've actually left the stock pickup because it sounds really warm and creamy and nice. So that's a very cool guitar, which I've been playing a lot of lately. Next one across is actually a Fender Squier Telecaster. 2 single coil pickups, very standard in its construction. It's again a semi-hollow with the F-hole there. This one's completely stock except for the neck, which I just sanded down a lot because I really don't like that lacquery finish that you get on a lot of those types of guitars. It really gets sticky under your hands. So yeah, it bothers me. This next one across, which I'll just adjust briefly, is a very, very unique guitar. It has no brand. As you can see, pretty much a Les Paul shape. This is a project guitar of mine. I'm going to slip in a before shot or photo here. So as you'll see, it's this ugly red color. I bought it for almost no money, so I did the refinish on the body myself. I just sanded it down with a belt sander first, and then a lot by hand. Ordered new cream hardware for it. This is original hardware here. I ordered a set of bare knuckle supermassive P90 pickups, and if I can get to it safely, this is a new maple neck, courtesy of Warmoth Guitars, which are an online company basically. So I ordered my neck from there. It's a 6-string. Then as for the construction, John from 2012 Guitars down here in Melbourne, he rerouted the pickups because they were for humbuckers and these are full-size P90s, so he did the rerouting and installation of those, and of course he put the neck onto the body, did the wiring and what have you. One of my favourite guitars. It's really actually comfortable to play, just a nice satin finish on the neck. Sounds really awesome. These pickups are stupidly versatile. They go dirty and do massive, almost metal tones as well. This guitar and the Telecaster feature a lot on my upcoming album, The Long Way Home, which hopefully isn't too far away at this point. So yeah, something different on the next one. Next one across is my Epiphone Les Paul Standard. This is the first electric guitar that I ever properly owned and played a lot. It's completely stock in a sort of weird tobacco burst finish, which is kind of cool. Even got the home repair job there with the masking tape, the electrical tape holding the loose neck pickup in place, because that's how I roll. Sounds awesome. This guitar doesn't get played as much anymore, but maybe again one day I will. And finally, for guitars over here, I've got a Cordoba C3M nylon acoustic guitar, which I mostly just bought to noodle on a lot. It's great to pick up and just play when you feel like playing. Very awesome, very budget efficient guitar, and sounds really, really great. No frills, just beauty. And that's tuned to an open B or something at the moment. So that's all the guitars. In terms of other gear, as some of you may already know, I use, if that'll focus, the Avid 11 rack. This is where all the tones come from. I use a lot of stuff from here, a lot of the Bogner modelers, the Celestion Vintage 30 cabs, but there's got a lot of weird sort of old school amps and cab sounding things in there as well. Very cool box if you can't afford an Axe-Fx. As for monitors, I've got a set of KRK, I don't think you'll see it, VXT4s. I had these for years, they served me quite well. Nothing too flashy about them, but they do the job. EBO. And then I'll go straight into Pro Tools, which I have open at the moment. My PC's down there. I haven't recorded much on this PC, it's fairly new. Basically just a Monster spec'd out thing, which isn't really relevant. And I guess the last thing, I've also got a set of headphones for studioing. Also KRK's, the KNS 6400s, which are pretty cheap for what are supposed to be monitoring headphones. They are pretty neutral. I'm pretty impressed with them, and I just use them for miscellany as well, just for listening to things on my computer that aren't music related. Oh, and of course, Gumby, studio mascot. He's a boss. He's cool. I think that covers it, really. I should probably sign off. Woo! Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, drop me a comment below or comment on my Facebook if you have further questions about my gears at all, or you want sound demos of a particular one. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.